This is a $300 check that I received from the Independent Foreclosure Review. I received it for $300. Like many other people who are receiving this check and are going to. Before I burn this crumb that you sent me for losing my house, I'll just go into a little backstory of my own. In 2007, there were poster boards at every intersection, advertisements in the newspaper saying $1,000 down and you can own your own home for what you pay in rent. Call 1-800, you're in for a treat. I called the number and I spoke to the mortgage broker. She's processed the paperwork. I was very excited. Single mother. Why wouldn't I want to own a home rather than renting for the same amount? I've got children. I'd want a place for them to have stability, have something to come home to. It would seem like a no-brainer. So the mortgage broker processed the paperwork and she explained to me that I have two loans. One's fixed and one's a balloon. The balloon loan was going to start rising in 2 years. The rate would change and my mortgage would go up. But I had nothing to worry about because property values were skyrocketing. And in 2 years, I'd be able to recertify my mortgage and stop that mortgage from raising. Well, most of you know the history and what happened between 2007 and 2009. The roller coaster of the high-priced homes just went in the opposite direction. Nearing coming close to the end of the 2 years when I knew I had to change the paperwork, recertify my loan, or it was going to start going up, my lovely 800 square foot box was worth half the value that I paid for it. Yet I was expected to pay hundreds more on my mortgage within about 6 months if I didn't do something about it. Now, I've heard the story before. I made the phone calls. I wrote up the paperwork. I filled out the forms they wanted. We all know the song and dance. Many people who did this didn't really get very far. They didn't receive assistance to stop their mortgages from going up. So in 2009, I had no choice. I had to leave the home because I couldn't afford hundreds more on the already overpriced mortgage that I was paying. Okay. I just want you to know that this video, this is for all the people who work themselves into the ground their whole lives for walls and a roof. And especially for those people who lost their homes completely. This is for you. I dedicate the burning of this 300 check to you. The duress alone created from people being on a cliff, worrying about their house taken from underneath them at any moment over an extended period of time, and then those who actually lost their home. The duress alone is priceless. You cannot put a price on that kind of damage. We're conditioned to believe that there's a scarcity of resources. If our whole infrastructure was changed and we had edible plants and trees in every space that grass was, it would be a whole different perspective on shortage of food. So, here's to you, my comrades, those people who have suffered, those people who do not have homes. And I hope those people who made lots of money on the backs of the families who have no homes now, I hope you live in large. I really don't know. The $300, I don't know what this was sent to me for. Was I supposed to buy a door and add cardboard box to it? Was it to help me stay in a hotel room for 2 nights? So, I burn this for all of you, the $300 check. This is what we're worth. This is what I think of what we're worth. The planet, the Earth, has never required money for all of its free resources. It is only man that has stepped in the middle and required payment. Free world? There is no free world. Here's to you.